Hello, welcome back to the Arverni campaign, Season Gaul Rome 2. And okay, so in this part, let's just hope that there will be some battles. I do think so. We shall see. And let's see here. Okay, let's take a look at what. Okay, it's spring now, late January. We have 2 arms here. We could move up a bit further. Let's see here. These guys. Yeah, just a microscopic more amount of movement to be done, and then we shall fortify, replenish for a bit, and then we shall give chase to the Romans. These guys stupidly went out to get attrition. I can't actually remember if we fought them. I don't think so. They just wandered about, decided to take attrition. And I think these guys had a engagement battle, something going on here. Can't actually remember. But we do now have certain amount of forces available at our disposal, and we do have a lot of agents. But let's take a look at our forces. We do have this army over here, and then another army. It's so awkward selecting armies. The rolling menhirs and the rolling menhirs. Okay, that's makes no sense. But 2 armies, and then we have garrison army in the west. Somewhat depleted army that has been passing through the Alps and are arriving at Vergilium, heralds of Ankou and the swords of Segomo. And as you can see, we're not messing about with army composition here. It's just good melee units to deal with the Romans, basically. A few slingers as well. Right, and then headhunters. Just the garrison army holding the center here. Could expand it or move it, but I will leave it there for now, actually. They do have enough income to possibly raise another army. Okay, so it appears that we have used all of our agents. Yeah, and so let's just take a look at the Roman position. They are still very much strong in this region. We got 1 army here. I'm not sure if there's anything in this area. A lot of forces at Genoa. You got at least 4 full stacks, or almost full stacks. 3. Yeah, these guys aren't in the best position at the moment. You see, this army has been sabotaged, cannot move or do anything. This army can only move half its movement range. Could reinforce an attack on Vergilium next turn, and as could this army. Now this is where it gets a bit tricky. These armies can also reinforce Vergilium, an assault on Vergilium. Actually, all of these armies can. They are within range. So our dilemma here is here. We have a solid opportunity to go in and take Vergilium now. These armies is undefended, and these guys are pretty much taking a beating from our agents. You can only send this force and this force. I mean, this isn't too worrisome. What is though is this situation here. If we take a Vergilium, then they could next turn attack with basically all of these guys. That would be enough. They wouldn't have to send these 2 armies and reclaim Herculaneum and destroy our 2 armies. Now, we cannot afford to have armies completely destroyed before being able to get more armies. And getting more armies is definitely something that we should be looking at right now. To be honest, we need a good general. I do not care where it comes from. This guy is pretty good. We'll give him Catuboda's Flight and of course Oathsworn. And send him on his way with some shield brothers. Right. So this is basically the situation that we are in. These guys have already moved. We got Vercingetorix coming in also. Unfortunately, no, they will not be able to replenish. So perhaps the better thing would be to go against Palencia, but they could still reinforce. And that's the problem. It's such a small area to wage war on that the Romans can get to all of these 3 cities in one turn. That is really the problem here. And they outnumber us, and they have better quality troops, which is a bit depressing, really. But nonetheless, we shall try and reclaim the southern parts, southern regions below the Alps. Oh. A lot of movement. There were a few armies heading east and actually passing Medlan, heading east, which is weird. This I do not need. I do not care about the I do not care. I simply do not care about any of the things that go on here at this moment, and yeah, it's just not interesting. Right, so it appears that they have moved to reinforce Medlan a bit. Curious, no, you cannot replenish within 45 stance in enemy territory. Got 1 agent here. I do not care what you're up to. Okay, so now this is the constant agent attrition battle here. That is pretty good, 95% positive outcome. Only hindered though. Actually, that's the only agent that they have there. Well, okay, that's we have 1 over here as well. Can you do anything? 72, 82. Could you wound him? 68. I do not want a single failure at this stage. Opportune failure. Oh, that's just the opposite of what I said. Okay. Let us try and see how many armies we can hinder. I should probably go for the sabotage maybe. Let's see here. I'll only move half. They cannot be part of the battle of Herculaneum. But no, I think that we cannot simply get rid of enough armies, but we could potentially try with this one as well. 58%, that is a bit risky, but go for it. Opportune Failure. Okay, so that basically destroys our hopes of getting Herculean back this turn. Oh, we got one agent. Yeah, yes, we only stopped her. 23% chance of defection. Yeah, let's try it. I'm because the agent situation is kind of snowballing in our favor, I think. But we cannot give up this, the only advantage that we have over the Romans. Need to keep them in check. Are you kidding me? That was 95%. I have more failures this turn than my initial scout Nemo has had in his whole agent career. This is not good, and should frankly not be able to happen. Okay, just persuade him to join us, or kill him. Hindered. Getting tired now. Both this. Level 4. Manipulation, okay. Okay, so we should probably stop focusing on the agents now and going after some of the armies. Keep them in check. Show off orders, no harass. Assault patrol. Patrol. Good. Good that his army is stopped dead in his tracks. Anything that helps. Assault. I think that comes through this line. And here is our Grand Master, Agent Nemo. It's only 26. So he's gonna be with us on the duration of this campaign, if we do not die. If he does not die. Good. Sabotaged. 2 armies kind of sabotaged. 1 army over here. I have no idea what they're doing. That makes some sense. Okay, so Palencia is within reach. These guys, we should probably try and sneak up a bit. Get into Palencia 2 turns. Okay, that's wonderful. Let's try and hide it once again. We've done this so many times with this army, kind of moving up, seeing a lot of Romans coming this way, going backwards, and going into ambush stance and trying to hide, which is kind of funny. Okay, so we really cannot move, and 45 stance does not protect us from attrition. Wow, okay, this is gonna be fun. Just watching those men die as we head our way through the mountain pass. And when I'm excuse me, what I'm thinking of doing here is trying to kind of bring all of our 5 armies together at Palencia within 2 turns, I hope. I'm not sure how long it will take these guys. In force march, it'll probably take 3 turns maybe, but we shall see. But that is my plan at the moment. Some chosen swordsman. Diplomacy and nothing really worth. I mean, it would be interesting to see if they would take peace at this moment. And it is moderate. I can't believe I actually haven't considered this since our first peace with them after they came back. We got a peace treaty, and then we attacked them, and then things got horribly. Yeah, things went horribly wrong. And given that this is just such a difficult situation, I would very much like a short peace so that we can just stab them in the back and try and do a really, really productive quick assault in the initial first turn, and then build on that momentum, kind of blitz them back towards Rome. Rejection, okay.
Peace, peace, peace.
Peace, peace.
Rome ruled by old
Economic power restore. What do you get your money from? It's like they don't pay their legionaries. They're just volunteering. Just curious. I want to see if. Yeah, so we could definitely get a peace treaty. It's just how much money would that cost? Still high, moderate. Let's see. Let's just start small. 450. Okay, so that's we saved some money there. We have.
But yet Rome will hold to our words.
Oh, well, yeah, they are of course expansionist and devious, but at least in theory, we have a peace agreement. The Gallic Confederation, as it is right now, is not at war with anyone. Which just feels quite good, to be honest. But this is not the time for growing our relations with the Romans. No, no, no. We are going to stab them in the back so hard that it will win us, secure the victory of this campaign, so that we can finally turn our attention towards our actual victory conditions and not having this thorn in our side. Because given time, they will attack us. They will, but we want to be the ones attacking first. So, okay. Well, I said I was going to head for Palencia, so I guess we should move in that direction. Okay, I can go the full way here. We are trespassing, so we don't have probably don't have a lot of time here before the Romans get restless with aggression. Okay, that was probably the most productive thing that has happened in quite some turns, quite some parts in this campaign. Peace with the Romans. I just hope that the other factions do not follow my example and keep up their belligerent ways against the foreign foreign invaders. Yeah. So what do we do now then? Let them trade. That is still attrition territory. Trespassing. Sorry, Rome. But we're not really sorry. This army cannot reach Palencia, which it... Okay. Guess we have to trespass once again. This is kind of... Oh, this is very much a dick move. Got peace treaty and then... No, we're totally not gonna attack you. We're just moving through your territory with 5 armies. No, it's just exercise. Just a drill. Oh, it's actually dropping. That is weird. That should not be happening. Come on. How can culture be dropping when we have 2 temples and they have no temples? That's just difficult. That's just the buff to the AI kicking in. That shouldn't. You should. I really don't like that. You have to build 4 or 5 temples in the province just to keep culture at bay. That I do not like. Get some more ex-warriors. And then let's see if we cannot persuade.
Persuaded many men.
Yeah, but that's not a man, that's a woman. Should be able to see that. Manipulation 31%, that's pretty good. So you're probably gonna die then. Hindered, okay, that's small victory. Manipulation 44%. That is a very good chance. Hindered. Only hindered. Could you do anything? That is okay. We had pretty good chances of. No, not really. It would be better. We should try to kill. No, that's same. What? No, actually, the same. No, it's just the. Oh, the. Okay, so this is not helpful. The overlay is following the pointer. Maybe if we do this. Yeah, thank you. Let's try that again. Manipulation. Yeah, that's better. 42% of defection. Hindered. Come on.
I will do anything for Rome.
45%. Hindered. Come on, that's. This is frustrating. 54%. That is a. That is the most likely outcome. Hindered. You gotta be kidding me. 4 times a row. Over 40% chance of defection. 1 over 50% chance of defection. And nothing. Well, I guess I should just be glad that they're not dying as they try to stop them. Poison, poison, sabotage failed. Finally! But that was a devastating poison. Poisoning. Right. We could be ready to attack Palencia next turn. Now, would that be good? I have no idea. No idea. Could we? I just imagining. I think if we attack with 5 armies, take Palencia, destroy this army. Just imagine then sending everything here to Palencia. We could win. However, there are all of our armies have suffered attrition, except for this one. These guys would be able to come to Palencia in 2 turns. So we couldn't afford having much losses. So what I'm thinking, what we really should have done this turn, is moved all of our agents down to Genoa, sabotage, poison, stop these armies from having any significant part in this battle of Palencia, and then doing so, preventing casualties and allowing us to be ready for when these guys arrive. That is what I should have done, perhaps, but yeah, hindsight. You keep doing what you do. I think did we have another level up? Oh. Ah, yes, yeah, we get another point. Yeah, 2 points. Yeah. Back to the east. Back to the east. So can we send our agents down towards Genoa? Then, okay, they have actually moved. Few armies back here, which isn't good. Let's go sabotage him.
I like that word.
Yeah. Devastating. That is actually really devastating. A bit overpowered perhaps, but in this situation I really do not care about that. I just want to win. It's not cheating, but okay, stop that army as well. We will try and use. Could you do anything here? You could maybe at least hinder this agent, or just fail. That's good too. Could also failure is always an option. 33%. I want that defection. It's been coming for. Ah. Of course. No, I'm not gonna do it. Assassination then. Oh, that was lucky. 16%. One less Roman agent. And we almost started a war. Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Subversion, assault patrol. No, we already done that. No, stop, I'm pressing the button, come on, no. Oh, you come. Okay, so we doubly sabotaged that army. That's really helpful. Okay. So can you do anything here? Yes, you can. This army has not been sabotaged. Small army though. This one is gone. This army is still in this. Well, we should take a look at if you could reach it. Yep. Sabotage, poison provision. Here we go. Success ball. Haha, they cannot reach Palencia. This army cannot reach Palencia. This army can. This army cannot. So this one, and yeah, of course we got more agents here. And let's see. Let's actually take a look at your traits. Yeah, he's a really good poisoneer. Let's do it. Come on. Yes.
Was there ever any doubt?
They can get to Palencia. They got a full stack in Palencia now. Let's see if we cannot mess with them. Good. However, I wouldn't mind. Let's see here now. I am gonna send you try and poison this army. Yep. Because I want the battle of Palencia to be very easy, so that we can save troops. And the Roman reinforcements arrive. Running out of cash. Unfortunately. Oh no. Oh no, sis. All of our armies can now reach Valencia. Is this the time to attack now? None of these armies can reinforce. And of these armies, this one can. This one can. Then this one can. The rest of them have been halted. But I mean, this army alone would take. And I wouldn't be comfortable having just 2 armies like this one. I would want 3 armies to feel secure. 5 Arverni armies up against 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 full stacks. 6, 7, 8, 9. And it's legionaries. And veteran legionaries all around. Oh, this is such a crucial moment. Do we attack or do we not attack? And I kind of feel like the way our income is heading, we need money for the agents' actions as well. I'm gonna cancel these 2. And yeah. It's just so hard to know what's gonna happen. If we take Palencia this turn, stack everything up, get an easy all resolve. I can't speak now. I think I am going to attack. I just hope that having all of these forces together will deter Roman a Roman response. I feel nervous now. I really feel nervous in a way that is a bit, yeah, silly, but still, this has been this part, dealing with the Romans here, has been the most challenging thing I have ever done. Not in life in general, that would be sad, but in terms of recording computer games. Yeah. May the gods be on our side. We are declaring war on the Romans once again. Oh. But it appears that the first battle will at least be a victory. And I promised a battle in this part, and I know it's kind of... This is only a auto-resolve battle. If I would fight this battle, I would have lost more. That's just how it is. So I'm gonna auto-resolve this one. We're gonna use a balanced stance, doesn't matter really. The important thing here is the casualties. Be interesting to see if the casualties are spread equally amongst our armies, or I think this army took the major blunt damage. I'm not sure. actually. Hmm. Provincial instability, public order, stuff like that is really nothing that we need to worry about. Raising the money, raising the money, raising the settlement would give us money, give it the most money. No, actually sacking would, but we need the settlement so that we have a place to replenish. Let's send a message, but mainly we need the money. That's it for agents' actions. And now we can actually afford to dismantle it. I would love to have a garrison building here going, but no. No money. No money, sis. And no army in the city, apparently. Which army do we place in the actual settlement? You guys can go over there, you don't have any more movement range anyway. And yeah. Now, what I'm gonna do now is move our forces into the southern, southwestern, and this area of the zone of control, because I do not want to risk getting attacked. It would be better if they attacked the actual city, that way we could limit, because I actually think that facing these guys in the open field would be worse rather than facing them in a city. I think micro is it's easier to micro versus the AI in those kind of battles, rather than having them free to use their computer power to do the more easy stuff. Not sure if that makes sense to you, but that's how I feel about it. Okay, so I'm gonna end this part here because I do not want it to be too long, but I'm gonna try and be a bit more regular with my, or not regular, a bit more frequent with my release of this series. I've been quite busy lately, so that's, yeah. But so I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Things will definitely be very interesting if you choose to tune in next time, to say the least. And let's just hope this was not a huge mistake. So thanks again for watching, and bye for now.